Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the fan cams after round 7 of the 2021 AFL season. This is going to be a lot better than what it looked like midway through that second quarter, I'll tell you that much. That was very, very frightening. But nevertheless, winner's piss is the best type of piss to be drinking. Very, very excited to be here today. From my point of view, that was as good of a day out at the footy as you get. Yeah, I get it. Glosses over things. We want to beat them by more and whatnot. But just the living in the moment and enjoying the day for what it was and the contest for what it was doesn't get better than that. I was sitting next to my brother, my housemate, just having a jolly good time. Banter with supporters. There was a lot of tension in that crowd today. And that was unbelievable. And I've brought out, what have I got out? The Yamazakura from Japan. So we'll be toasting that, drinking very responsibly, of course. But anyway, enough is enough. I want to see you guys on the fan cams. If this is your first fan cam session, welcome. Basically, I'm going to put a link into the comments shortly. Hit the link. You'll then move into a waiting room. I can only fit 12 people. And then I'm going to try and move through as many people as possible. And we're just going to enjoy the moment. We're not looking too far ahead. We're just going to enjoy today for what it was. I want to get some of your stories about the day. I've got heaps, so many stories that happened throughout the day today with fans and tension and almost fighting. But I want to get all of you on tonight, as many as possible. We'll go for about an hour and a half, or depends. If we want to just soak it all up and drink the Kool-Aid, we can do that. But beforehand, I want to thank Stefan Iliadis for joining as a member of the Blue Broad channel. Thanks for your support, mate. And I got a super chat here from Dynamic Hypnotic on YouTube. Patrick Cripps, I don't care what you done ever. I love you. We're going to talk about him for sure. Oh, my God. I'm sweating. I'm going to pour a drink. I'm going to put the link in a moment. I might start off with this guy here. You know what? I'm going to start off with Mark. Mark. Yes. Oh, mate.
Fucking Terra! You Terra Novas! Bend over the fucking Bombers!
Boo this, you fucking mugs, mate. Boo this, you mugs.
Currently on the drive home, I've got my brother obviously driving us. Basically had the corporate life today, mate, and it was basically going off, mate. You had the Essendon cheer squad down at the punt row. Well, we had the top tier cheer squad of base 6-5 with obviously the other cheer squad at the city end. It was two on one cheer squads all day, mate. But no, look, I thought, why not? Let's kick off this show with obviously with the best of the best. It was a really good fight back from the second half, where obviously the first half was very shabby from our boys. But I just felt at the same time, look, you always felt there was going to be something, because obviously Essendon have a lot of young bodies where it was going to get to a stage where they were going to tire a bit as well. But they did also manage a little bit of a fight back towards the end, which got us a bit seething, but you just felt it wasn't going to be enough. But just more room for improvement, where you want to be able to shut those games off. You thought after Cripper's goal, well, I'll tell you right now, I thought I was going to fall off the corporate box and just be like, come on, you fucking come.
Mate, I personally was absolutely caning Cripps all day, because I just felt like he just wasn't there. And then
fumbly, Terry, fumbly. Can we get a little snippet? Can you get him? I'm driving. He was fumbly, Terry, very fumbly, but he cleaned it up in the last quarter.
He did. And when he kicked that goal, and it was the fans feel the emotion that he and the pressure that he feels. So he just needed to get one out, kick the goal. And I haven't felt a roar like that. I wouldn't say it was as loud as 2013, the elimination final, but it had the same kind of like chutzpah behind it,
It had the vibe. It had that vibe, Terry. We were there. It had that vibe. A lot of Carlton fans all united as one that moment. It was very good. I think you're also forgetting the fact that probably the most ultimate roar had to be Adam Sard, who was getting all the boos all day until he did his traditional goal from 55 on the run. You just sensed that he was always going to take every Essendon player on across halfback towards the wing. Hey, we had to pay a bit of a price to get him, but you know what? Gee, it was worth it in the end. He was able to fix up Gold Coast. That was where it all started for him. And then obviously to do it against obviously his recent team in Essendon. Nothing more better to obviously beat those scumbags, considering that they were in cloud 9 or freaking cloud 18 after obviously beating Collingwood on Anzac Day. But 17 years in a row without a finals win, Essendon. There's no way you're going to fucking be there in September. But at the same time, for our boys, it was a much-needed win. Yes, first time this year I've actually been part of the winning show. I wanted to actually have a bit more of a hiatus. Why? Well, it's for two things. Look, yes, we got up because it was Essendon. But B, I want to see this team really get on a winning streak and really start backing up their performances and not just let it be a one-off, 1 week here, 1 week there. If we're going to be a finals team, you've got to back it up against, well, how's the next two? The Bulldogs and then possibly the undefeated, undertaken themselves, Melbourne Demons. If we can get one out of the two, or if not both, well, then the thing after that will just have to be take it by the horns and most importantly, back it up. But no, it's just very, very much needed with the boys because you know what, Terry? I dared them to lose today.
Same.
The scale that I got from Jack Newton's winning goal from last week, it was going to be my head. It was going to be my feet. It was even going to be the you-know-what downstairs at the front glass gates of Princes Park if they had have lost today. Thank God that wasn't the case, all right? I want to make it to 30 because not many people in Zoolander made it to 30.
No, they didn't. Before I let you go, I need to get your votes. I need a 1, I need a 2, and I need a 3.
I'd say Wiedering 1 vote was solid as a rock down back. He was just intercepting every forward 50 entry from Essendon where he was just basically the go-to man. 2 votes. Look, I'm still going to give it to Harry. I know he only played a half, but at the same time, the bloke himself is only, just a goal behind in the Coleman race. Could have actually levelled up, so probably maybe a generous 2. And I'm still going to say Sam Walsh 3 votes. The guy is an absolute workhorse, and with someone like him in our side, just drives so much standards with his obviously aerobic capacity to just keep hunting the footy, keep breaking the lines, always feeding off to your rucks, to your midfielders.
I've got one for you because you're the one that comes on here and talks about that ruthless aggression. Can I get a bit of a fucking G up for Luke Parks and Liam Stocker or what, mate?
Oh, Parks, yes. What do you think, Adam?
Parks, he gets a game next week.
Absolutely, he does. Absolutely.
Game next week.
Stocker. Oh, could I just say this shout out? Owies.
Give him a shout out.
He owes us the 3 goals. And guess what? 2 from 2 for that man. He was part of the Sydney win last year when Cottrell did the Giannis Antetokounmpo. And then Owies. 3, mate. 3.
Love it.
Did what he had to do.
Love it. Listen, go and enjoy the rest of your night. I'll speak to you afterwards. And mate, can I get like a loud fucking G up before we let you go or what?
Absolutely. Adam, do it quickly.
Thanks, Terry. Go the fucking Blues.
Ruthless aggression.
What an absolute legend. I love it. Got some massive donations and memberships. Greg Whitaker is now a finals member on YouTube. Will Percy is a member on YouTube. I got Wayne Caruthers with a super chat here. Me and my old man chatted to Rocco on the way home on the train. Oh, Rocco, I can't wait to get him on. And Black Carrot, wow, a $160 donation. Mate, you're unreal. Thanks so much for your support. What a day. That's blown me away, mate. Thank you very much. Way too kind. Now I got to get Pommy in because we've got a bit of a chant. And we've got some things to talk about. So let's begin. Pommy, hello, mate.
Well, I mean, let's start this off right. He left because you're shit. He left because you're shit. I'm sad. He left because you're shit.
Love it.
Tell you what, where's fucking McConaughey from freaking The Walking Dead? I bet he's fucking chuffed.
Yeah, how fucking good is that?
Tell you what, I bet he's not dropping subtle digs now with his fucking dreadlocks, are you, mate? But anyway, I mean, let's talk about... I mean, you know what? First off, I'm just going to say this, right? I'm super happy that we won.
Sweating.
But, you know, first quarters at Carlton Football Club, right? Is our defence sponsored by Officeworks? Because it's fucking stationary at times.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But aside from that, let's get it right. It was a tough game. It was a proper derby, wasn't it? I called it the old firm of the AFL, and it was played like an old firm game. Shout out to Luke Parks, wherever you are. I've got rid of the headbands, but you give a shit, my friend. That's what I'm talking about. Hit them hard, give them the jumper punch, let them know about it. I fucking love you, Luke.
Yes.
If you're watching, love you.
Yeah, I'm sure he's watching in the change rooms right now.
That's what I'm all about. But
yeah,
I mean, it's good. It's good. I mean, it was our youth, wasn't it? It was our youth that got us that game, won. And it was great to see 22 blokes play with pride. Played with pride, played with heart. Essendon came hard, let's be honest. They came hard. That third quarter is where Carlton gets stiffed. They came back hard at us, and they got the job done. And okay, Essendon aren't that good, let's be honest. They're not a top 8 side, but you've got to beat what's in front of you. And that was an absolute phenomenal way to get off to a good start. And now it's on to bigger and better things.
Yeah. I mean, look, there is a reality to this. We're not getting carried away and saying that we're back, because there's a lot of things that I saw today that we've just got to improve on. And it was very frustrating, but at the same time, it's an Essendon Carlton game. It's always like this, no matter where the teams are at in their development. And I'm just hoping that we can bottle up the emotion that spilled out today from the fans to the players and use that to build some confidence, because all of a sudden next week is another finals team and it's another test. And we've had 3 of them and failed. We've got a 4th one coming up now, and we've got to break the deadlock against them. But at the same time, we have to enjoy the moments, because this is really what life's all about.
They have to enjoy it. I mean, I think for me, as if I take my analyst head off, what did excite me about today was it felt like what we lacked in the quality department, we made up for in the intensity department.
Yeah.
That's it. Where the skills didn't quite work, little things like McGovern jumper punching, Sam Walsh getting stuck into Heppel, them things build up, they build momentum. We're not the polished unit yet, but what did impress me was Cunners. A little bit of class. I talked about it in my preview, spread it from the centre. He looked to do that. We didn't look so congested. Pitternet is a bit of a worry for me. Because I felt like it was an easy job for him today, and I felt like he wins the hit-outs, but it never goes to our advantage. But they knuckled down. They did what they needed to do. And for me now, take that in. That should be the bare requirement to play for this football club. That intensity. That is the bare stock standard.
There's a comment, speaking of stock standard on Twitter has literally summed it up. They cared today. There was a little bit of fucking fight and spirit and care factor about what it meant today.
I mean, spot on. I mean, it was right from SPS as well coming on. And he intercepted Mark for his first possession. It felt like he was on. For someone who was on the bench, it felt like as soon as he got his opportunity, he was like, right, I'm up and about today. And I enjoyed that. It was nice to see as well SPS play a bit more forward. If you look at his heat map as well today, he was halfway between the midfield and the half-back line. Who would have thought that, playing him a little bit more closer to the midfield, his skill set was there. But no, definitely today, I usually complain, do they give a shit? They gave a shit today, and that was plainly abundant.
Yeah, bit of a fight. I don't remember the last fight we've actually had. So, not that we condone that. You don't want to be giving away stupid free kicks or anything like that. But certain things have to be done. And what I loved about the fight was who started it, and that was always getting into that mug, Redmond.
Well, I mean, I know you've got a position to uphold in the community. You don't condone fights, but I'm all about the violence, baby. And seeing Parks give seconds, seeing Owies give seconds. There was a moment there as well where we saw the sexy Sam Walsh just launch back in to Heppel when he nudged him off the ball. I want to see that, because I want to see you say, you know what? We're not going to be pushed around anymore. We've been pushed around for a decade, an absolute decade we have, let's be honest. And it was great to see that. I mean, for me, your boy now, Mark Murphy, I can't see him getting back into that side.
And that's okay. And that's
good.
Yep.
I mean, that's beautiful. And then we see, if we looked at the reserves today, Newman looked tidy, TDK looked tidy, albeit he was playing against three guys who were complete Banterville as ruckman. But the signs are there as well. You'd say the problem positions this week, there's replacements in the reserves as well, should their form still continue. But I was very happy. I mean, the only sad bit for me, Mitch McGovern, I thought he was playing really well until he got injured. And
yeah, fair play. He cracked in.
I don't mind people getting injured like that. That was desperation. But, you know, if you're going to give 3 votes, it'd be hard not to give 3 votes to Walsh. But you've got to give Matty Owies a shout-out, because if you go back and watch that tackle he did on the goal line, when the ball was turned over, he was at full forward. So he has ran the length of the field to be the last man in defence. Like, that is what we need at this football club.
Yep. Spot on. Spot on, my man. Spot on. Thanks for... by the way, congratulations on 1,000 subs. Guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to Pommy in Oz, now is the time to do it. Maybe after the stream, so you don't miss out on any of the fan cams. But, mate, proud of you. I'm going to let you go. Have a good one, and I'll speak to you soon.
I love you all, and take that, Essendon, you big fucking drug cheats.
That's unreal. Marcello!
Hey! I'm a fucking baggers!
Oh, mate. It's fucking hell.
Oh, about fucking time, I'll tell you what, Terry. About fucking time, those fucking dirty drug cheats, we got them. Very happy today. You won't see me slate. I did a little bit of slating today, but no, it was all in retrospect. But I thought we were awesome today. After the first quarter, I thought. Yeah.
How were your how was the anxiety in the middle of the second quarter?
It was up there. I thought even in the last quarter, 28 points up, and I'm going, we're not, are we? I thought we were going to shit the bed, but we did it. Which was good. About time. They held on. I thought, Cripps, he had an average game, but that big goal in there to kick on the run, and fucking hell, he fucking slotted it right over their heads too. So that was awesome. Into the Essendon Bay as well. So yeah, awesome.
Yeah. Did you have any Did you have any tension in the crowd near you? Because I had a lot near me.
Oh yeah, there was a little bit of argy-bargy in the crowd. We're giving a little bit of stick to a couple of Essendon supporters, but all well and good fun. Giving them the good old bit of a jab.
Yes,
but,
yes.
Yeah. it was fun. Fucking mate, can't stand them, mate. If there's anyone I hate the most, it's this mob. Seriously, I can't stand them. But I've got my brother in the car as well.
Go fucking baggers.
On ya, boys. Love it. Love your work. Appreciate it.
What did you think of the game?
I was very frustrated. Look, now that the game's finished.
Me too.
Now that the game's finished, I can look back and say that was a really good day out at the footy. Yes, you always want to be winning by 10 goals, but, mate, fair play.
I mean, look, we just wanted to win this week. Look, I wanted it with more conviction, but, mate, you got to get the chocolates at the end of the day. We go on to next week. Can I just say, fucking Sam Walsh, mate, what I would do, let me rub you down, seriously. How doesn't this kid get any praise in the media? Seriously.
Doesn't make any sense. That's a 3-vote game if I've ever seen one.
He's fucking awesome. We love him. Fucking love him, mate. And let me just give a little one. The Austrian sausage, mate, down back. The Austrian Brunswurst, fucking Wiedering. Fuck, I love him. I love him, mate.
Fucking Yakov, mate.
Yakov, mate. We'll diverge into we're filming the Jumper Punch tomorrow. So I'll give all my analysis of the game on there. We've got a couple of bananas we found. All the boys were together tonight, and there's a bit of Shankata there with Levi, but we'll leave that for the show. All right.
Love it. Looking forward to it, brother.
As well to you, and happy birthday for last week.
Thanks, brother.
And to the bloke that's absolutely pumped the account with $160. What a fucking legend! You unit, we love it. Go the fucking baggers.
Love it. What an absolute star that is. Who is next? Where's my man Toby? Hello, brother. What's going on, my man?
Mate, Terry, I told you 2 weeks ago it would have been crap to lose to Essendon. All those Essendon supporters who live in Surrey Hills, if you walk past 247 Montalbot Road, you will see a Carlton happy Carlton, and I hope you look at it because they are the scum, Terry. They are the scum, and they all know it, mate. They all know it. Can the baggers, mate? I have had the best day today being a Carlton supporter, but Terry, I've had a fantastic weekend because, mate, how good's life when you play footy yourself and you win, and Carlton get a win, and you're just loving life? Because, Matt, all of us as Carlton supporters, yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. But, Terry, when we see success at this club again, Matt, I can tell you we are going to be, Matt, every Carlton supporter, and I don't care who you are, we're going to rock this town again. And we are going to be loud as proud, and everybody else who's not Carlton, stuff your ass, eh?
I love it, mate.
I reckon, mate. So, Tez, I agree with you. It was frustrating, but we are slowly building, Matt.
I hope so.
And
who was your?
Okay. Yo.
I was going to say, who was your best on ground? I want to get your best on ground before I let you go.
Oh, mate. Now, I love the boy. I love him. He's a 19-year-old kid. Whoosh. My God. I just say, I will bow down to that boy. He is the future. I don't care what people say. He's the future captain of our club, Matt.
He is.
I don't care. But I was sad to hear that Murphy didn't play. But, hey, we all love Murph. He's a legend of the club. If he doesn't get to 300, did we say he's not been a legend of the club? Because he's absolute legend.
Yeah, he was hurt this week, so we'll see what happens if he can rest up for next week and the week after. But let's enjoy this now for what it is, Toby. What do you say?
Terry, can I just say one more thing before I leave?
Yep.
Can we please, as Carlton supporters, I don't care if you're at the ground, start a chant for Eddie Betts and go, nah, 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 nah. Eddie Betts, Eddie Betts, Eddie Betts, nah, 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 nah. Because I would start it if I was there. I love Eddie Betts.
I like that. No, I like it. Toby, I'm going to take your advice on board. Thanks for coming on. Enjoy the rest of your night and go the Baggers.
Go the Baggers, Terry.
See you, legend. All right, let's move along. I've got Gav.
Hey, mate. How you
going? Good.
Yeah,
how are you?
Really good. I just think Weeders, wow. How good was he? In the first half, he's the one who got us sort of back in the game. And then I thought the tackle from
Owies?
That tackle from Owies, and there was like another tackle from Parks.
Where he pinned him holding the ball? He pinned Tipper?
Woody.
Yeah.
That changed the whole entire game.
Yeah.
When he tackled Tip and Woody, complete change, and we were on after that. That was it. I wrote us off. I wrote us off before that. I'm sitting in my lounge room up in Queensland. I thought, that's it, we're done. And then I seen that tackle, and I tell you what, that was it. I just thought we're on here, and we went from there. We went from that, and Owie started to kick on. He kicked 3 goals after that.
I've lost you there, I think. You there?
Sorry about that. I'm back on.
You're back on. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
So you're giving me the moment. What about your votes? Who is your 1, your 2, and your 3? Can't hear you. You there? I might have to. You there? All right, I might have to let you go. Sorry, mate. I can't. I'm not getting any audio from you. But maybe try and jump in again. I'll get your votes. We'll move along. I've got. Where are we? I've got Johnny. Johnny boy.
Big fella, how you going?
What's going on, Blue and Broad Nation, baby? What's happening?
Oh, I'm just feeling a little bit better about myself today. Oh my God, it was just another typical Carlton game, but we actually, it has to be said, we played so much better and with so much intent today. So, feeling pretty vindicated and feeling very, very sorry, of course, from any of my Bomber mates out there. Oh, fuck. I just choked on my own shit. Sorry about that. Great. Plenty to work on still, but and plenty to work on at the selection table. I think SPS proved today why it was such a shock that he was dropped ahead of a couple of others. And I'm not going to mention the couple of others because we had a good win against the Bombers, and I really don't want to disrespect those players, because everyone played their part, no matter how small. But, yeah, man, if we can certainly get rid of the passengers, the ones that aren't quite up to the grade, and find the right people to fill those holes, then we're in good shape, mate. We're in really good shape.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think there was a bit of the previous caller, there was a bit of a turning point with just the intensity today. And I felt at halftime, Essendon had given us everything they had. And for whatever reason, they were only up by 2. And that was something we weren't able to do. We haven't been able to do this season when other teams get a run. Just hang in there until it turns in our favour. And then it finally did. But there's still plenty to work with there, isn't there? There's a lot that we need to work on, and they never really make it easy on themselves. Yeah,
true. There is, but look, I think something. I'm thinking of Matty Owies here, like giving guys like him and also Luke Parks. Let's throw him in there, giving them the opportunities, and they're bringing with them the game that the other good teams are bringing. I feel like some of our players are a little bit stuck in the past, in another game, in another world. It's and these guys are bringing away. Owies was in front so much. It was so good to see him get that opportunity again and show what his pace is all about. He was in front of his man all day. He was making really good leading patterns. It was exciting. If we can just lower the eyes and get those kicks inside 50 a little bit more efficient. Early part of the game, we fell back into the bombing into 50 trap. And Essendon, it wasn't a rocket science thing. All they had to do was drop a man back like everyone else did. And we fell into that same trap. Somewhere along the way, maybe Woosha gave Teague a little pinch on the ear or something. I don't know. But something's happened, and we went away from that. There was definitely a message that went out saying, hey, guys, lower your eyes. Because we were winning it in the midfield and with space. We were getting a couple of yards on the opponent. So, I think Ed Curnow again, geez, man, like I'm feeling a bit of Curnow love. I really am, and I haven't always been his greatest supporter, but I love the way he's going about it this year. Yeah. And he's almost become the heart and soul of the senior players in the team. Walshy is the heart and soul of the fucking universe, and the world's good today.
The world is good today. It's a great day to be a Carlton supporter. I really didn't want to do this after a loss because you just know there's going to be a lot of negativity and you're going to have a lot of fans from opposition clubs that are going to want to watch us, hurting. I'm just so happy that this is a Carlton-only stream.
Mate, I'm looking forward to this week. We're going to have a big week, and it's going to be a good week to analyse and have more honest conversations about what we need to do to improve, for sure. But to do it without the sort of Damocles hanging over your heads after a couple of bad losses, it's just going to make it easier. Oh man, and Marcello, I'm glad he's had a good day.
Happy Mars today, mate. There's no viral video.
Two more words. Luke Parks again, another bone cruncher. Man, we need that. Just the footsteps. Bring the footsteps, the sound of them footsteps back into the game. Luke Parks, you gave me a stiffy. Thank you very much.
Number
Bone
26.
cruncher.
He's doing the number proud. He's doing the
Oh,
number
mate.
proud.
Legend, 26. So I'll let you go, Martin. I know you got plenty of people to talk to. We'll catch up during the week. Have a fucking ripper.
You legend. Thanks, Johnny. What a star. Josh.
Hey, let's go.
Let's fucking go, bro. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my God. The first quarter, I was sitting there. I was like, oh, fucking hell. Here we go again. And quarter time comes and all I hear is the commentators talking shit. I'm getting all my St. Kilda friends sending me texts talking shit. Thank God I don't have any. I have one Essendon friend, but he didn't have much to say. Thank God for that. Fucking hell. When Sard kicked that goal, mate, that's when I was like, oh, it's on now. It's on.
Yeah.
And bang. I wish I could have been at the game today, but man, shout out to Ed Curnow. He tagged Merritt so well in that third quarter. That was so crucial because halftime going in really close. And Merritt has been unreal for the Bombers this season. And I think Merritt had maybe 1 or 2 disposals. Like, that is just unreal. So, huge shout out to Kerno there.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. What was the atmosphere like?
Mate, so I had I was in front of me they were all Essendon supporters, a little older, and there was an older couple, probably late 50s, 60s, husband and wife, and 2 minutes into the game, I'm screaming, and I spat, but it was like an accident. It was like
no.
Anyway, so they've turned around and had a crack at me, and I said, I'm sorry for spitting, but it's going to be a long day. And then there was so it was like the lady with her husband, and then there was 2 seats empty, and then there was an older Carlton supporter. Now Essendon go up by a few goals, and the gentleman sits 2 seats to the right to sit next to the Carlton man, and he was trying to piss him off, and the Carlton gentleman was absolutely losing it. He was about to knock him out.
Oh shit!
So it was just tense. It was great. And then in the end, the gentleman, the Essendon gentleman, ends up coming and sitting in front of me because I was there to talk shit all day, and I'm going to talk my shit all week. So it was hostile. It didn't go over the top. It can very easily go over the top in those situations, but fortunately it didn't, and it was good. It was all in good spirit. It was sick, man. It was fucking sick today, man.
I was dying to go, but I was like, I'm not going again alone like I did for the Richmond game because I was sitting there like a fucking idiot screaming my heart out.
Yeah.
I was happy to watch it at home. I've got a brother and sister, and we all go for Carlton. They didn't even want to sit next to me while watching the game because they're like, I'm a good bloke. During the footy, I'm a different fucking animal.
Mate, I'm literally, what you see is not what you get in real life when it comes to the game. Like, and especially this game, I just go somewhere else. I just do. I go somewhere else.
It makes you go for fucking, it makes you go crazy, mate. But yeah, what a great win. So, we really needed it. But I also watched a bit of the VFL just before. And so De Koning looked great, I thought. And Newman looked good as well. So I know there's been a lot of slack and shit on Casbolt the last few weeks, but my dad's always said to me, there's no one to replace him because our injury list is that big. So I don't know, maybe they'll give TDK another week in the reserves, but we'll just see because he might come in and replace Casbolt.
Yeah.
So
we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Selection, they've got a lot of shit to look at this week, I think. Betts had a great game, I thought. Fuck, that mark. That was so courageous in the first quarter. Oh, my God. It
was.
Oh, mate, I'm just so happy this week. I was so worried. The amount of tension and, like, imagine the division and the supporters if we fucking lost tonight.
Yeah.
It would have been so bad.
Real. It was real because finals is on the line every week now. So, yeah. Anyway, we're here and we're happy, and I'm glad to share it all with you, mate. So thanks for coming on.
On to the doggies, mate. Have a good weekend or week.
You know it, brother. I'll speak to you soon.
Take care.
See you, bro. Alrighty. We got Webby. No, Beachy. Chrissy Beach.
How fucking sweet is that? That's all I'm going to say straight away. How sweet is that? There is nothing sweeter. Nothing sweeter than beating those pricks. Nothing sweeter.
I agree completely, mate. Completely. It was fantastic. It was literally the best day. It was the best day of the year so far.
Oh yeah. It was so good. I couldn't believe it after a little while. I mean, I'm sitting there just trying to think, come on, don't do it to us again. Don't do it to us again. And they just held on and they gave us that win. Oh, that's so much better now.
Yeah. What did you think of team selection going into the game? Because there was a lot of criticism around, did Dow deserve to get a gig? Should Samo have been dropped to the sub or whatever the case may be? Then there was a little bit of criticism around maybe Samo should have played in the VFL today. What was your thinking going in?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because when I saw Williams got dropped, I thought, okay, now how's our inside 50s going to look? Because he's usually one of the guys to kick it inside 50 for us to lead up. Fortunately, I think past the second quarter, I think I got my answer. Because the first quarter, it wasn't that great.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It looked like anytime Essendon wanted to come into the corridor, and that's actually something that's happened all year, teams can kick the ball into the corridor against us too easily, way too easily. And I don't know what it is. Is it the way we structure? Is it the lack of pressure? I don't know what it is, but it needs to improve because the doggies will carve us up next week.
And I went to the doggies game on Friday to scout them out because I know we've got them next week. And I'll be going as well. So, as far as I'm concerned, you've got to cut them off in the middle. You're absolutely right. You've got to come off in the middle. Otherwise, your Bruces and your Nortons are going to cut us up on the scoreboard like a hot knife through butter every single second of the game.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Before I let you go, I need your votes. I need your 1, your 2, and your 3.
Done. Number 1, Luke Parks. Straight away. Because
amazing.
That tackle for that tackle on Waller, Tipper, whatever you want to call him, turning point.
Yep.
Number 2, Matt Owens.
Yep.
Because, again, showing fight and kicking goals as well. And he's got the two because of the fight for me. Because he's hardly anyone has shown fight in recent weeks, and he showed fight today, which I just loved. And 3, well, I'm going to tie it between Walsh and Wiedering because
love it.
You know what? You can't split them. You just can't split them week to week.
No.
Sure, we just got a little bit hard to get in to start with a few early mistakes. But once he got into his game, normal service. And well, Walsh, what can I say that hasn't already been said about Walsh, mate? What can I say? Not much else.
He's a marvel, isn't he? He really is. Love it.
Buddy. Absolutely,
love it.
Mate.
Beachy, love your work. Thanks for coming on. Love you, and you have a good one.
Love you too, mate. Good on you.
See you, mate. Let's get Webby in. Webby.
Get that up, Essendon, you dogs.
Fuck off, you dogs.
mate, I loved it. I didn't love it in this, when they went 20 up. But after that, mate, brilliant.
Be honest with me. Yeah. Midway through the second quarter, what was your energy like?
I was shaking, mate. I
wanted to kill them. I wanted to fucking kill them.
So did I, mate. So did I. Eddie Betts, baby. He's back. He loves playing Essendon, doesn't he? He loves playing Essendon.
He does. No, it's a good one. It's a good point because I understand we're going to move on. We have to do all that, look to the future. But and the reality is he had 4 shots on goal last week. He missed all of them, but 4 shots on goal. I mean, it's hard to drop a guy that's giving you the opportunities, just not taking them. And I know that there's a little bit of a short fuse with Betts, but I thought he was outstanding today.
So did I, mate.
Yeah.
And Parksy.
Yeah.
He's quickly becoming one of my favourites, mate. He has a go, doesn't he? He just competes.
Yeah, he does. He sure does. Yeah. What else do I need to know about your day, mate?
Well, I want to take a couple of minutes of your time and talk about my boy who wears the number 28, David Cunningham.
Yes.
David Cunningham is a midfielder.
He is a fucking midfielder. Yep.
I'm sick of seeing these blokes bloody playing half forward when they're midfielders.
Yeah.
David Cunningham got 25 and kicked 2 goals playing as a midfielder.
That's right. That's right.
Can we please play him in the midfield?
Yeah, I like it. I think the way he sprints and hits stoppages is unreal.
X Factor. He has X Factor. Paddy Dow started like a house on fire. That is probably one of my regrets. Him going off, was he concussed?
I don't know what it was. He had like a busted eye. Yeah. I don't know what happened.
He started like a house on fire. He had 4 clearances early and was looking dangerous, and then down he goes, mate.
It was unlucky. What do you do?
I just wanted to see how that game played out for him because he was on fire early.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, Sam fucking Walsh. What more do we say? This kid is not human. He's not human, this kid. He just runs and runs and runs every contest. He just goes all day, mate.
Yeah. I'm going to get Paul Sebastiani on shortly. He's a few next in the queue, and we're going to talk about Walshy, I think, because I got a few giggles when I said he'd be winning the Brownlow this year. So we're going to have to revisit that.
I will let you go. Enjoy your drink. I'm going to pour myself a Maggers mug right now.
Fantastic.
And up the baggers! Up the baggers!
Fucking baggers. Fuck Essendon. Love it. All right, I'm going to get Blue Away on. He's coming on right now. This is a familiar face. Yo!
We going live with Terry the Gunny for Blue Bro, baby. Woo!
Oh, it feels good. Oh, it feels good.
Sensational game. Finally, the boys show some heart. Finally some beef. Oh, mate, I've been waiting for it. And finally they showed something, a bit of heart. Enjoyed it. Sensational.
I called you yesterday. For those of you watching, I called Stephen yesterday. And I said, Stephen, if they don't come out and fucking want to fight, I'm going to lose it at them. And how can you fault them today? Their effort and their care factor.
Absolutely. I mean, just the effort that they put in, just around the contest, like the hard. Mitch McGovern going at it. Finally, Mitch McGovern doing something. They had a few good moments, but finally doing something, right?
Yes.
But what the bloke said before, Cunningham loved his game today. Sensational. It was good. The pressure was on. I mean, I was sitting there with locks. I had the Greek Easter today. Christos Anesti, Christ has risen. Christ has risen, right?
Christos Anesti, mate.
That's it. Sat here and enjoyed the game. He was sitting next to me, and he was sweating. I was sweating too. I mean, it was a hot game. I'm sure it would have been fantastic to be at. I mean, sensational. What do you?
Stephen,
all the vibes. I know I was burning. I wish I could be there.
No, you got to do what you got to do. You did the right thing. You went to Greek Easter. I went this morning to your Yumbapu's house and had breakfast, and did the right thing. Did what I needed to do. But it was hostile. It was fucking hot, and they got up early, and the Essendon supporters started getting a little chirpy, and I was getting chirpy because I was confident we were going to win. And then there was a point midway through the second where I'm like, oh my God, we're going to lose this game. And then I was like, oh, fuck. But look, halftime came. We're only down 2 points at halftime. And I thought, Harry hadn't touched it. Cripps hadn't gone anywhere near it. We had a lot of guys that just didn't look like they were getting near it. And then, I think Parks and Stocker, like the effort plays, the plays that get you up and going. It was just
every
turned
contest, every contest, like it was like play by play, play for play, play for play. And when balls went down in the corner, then we got tackled and it was on the ball. It was nuts. He was destroying us at the start. He was absolutely destroying. He does it every game as well, right? He just kicks like 3-4 bags every game. He was just killing it early. And what a game. Let's not forget Ed Curnow. Sensational. Locked down Zach Merritt. Mate, he couldn't even breathe, right? Absolutely got to kick that goal as well. Sensational. Loved his gameplay. But finally, we show something, right? We show that what it means to play for this jersey. 16 premierships. Come on, there had to be something. And I heard you talk about it, earlier, about the players going to the, to that dark side and trying to find what is that motivation, that's something to bring them to that level, to excel. And that's what we need. And then today, they rose to that occasion, but we need to play better every week. If we're going to have any chance of making finals. And today was a good win, a small win against the arch nemesis. But, we've got to continue this form and just keep it on the run. Keep the energy up and just keep the vibes going. 100%.
100%. We're going to show up next week. We love playing the Dogs. If we can beat the Dogs next week.
It's a bogey game.
If we can beat the Dogs next week, who knows? Maybe we can spark something and make another run at it,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, brother. Good to have you on.
Like always. Up the bugger!
Let's go. All right, Paolo, let's do this, baby.
This one's for Sardi and my mate Adrian. You hear that?
Oh, mate. Alhamdulillah. How good's that?
Alhamdulillah. Mabruk. Every single time they booed him, he just hit a target. And you know what? Like that bloke said on Footy Fan TV, I think, who was it, that guy who said, stick that one up you? Well, Bombers, you can fucking stick a big fat one straight up your fucking ass.
Mate, they were fucking smug in the fucking crowd today. Because I thought they were going to – look, I thought they were going to get up at one point as well. I was a little worried. I was like, fuck, it's happening. They were dicing us up, Paolo. They were kicking the ball to the corridor anytime they wanted to. And I just thought, what are we going to do? But to our credit, we play with a bit of fucking ticker, and it's like we used the ticker to win the game as opposed to our skill. But our skill is fucked, mate.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, look, I mean, it's and then all you've just got to do is look at this moment. Can you see that?
Yes. Oh, that was unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable, bro. Oh, mate.
Well, as I say, it wasn't his day, but he had his moment and he took it with aplomb, finished his goal beautifully. So, I think, I mean, when I put my analyst hat on, I was a bit worried at quarter time because they were slicing us up on the spread and uncontested possession was right up. And I'm thinking, fuck, I go, if we can just tighten up defensively, we should be okay. And then halftime came and I actually turned to Mars and I turned to Maloney. Shout out to them. I think was Mars on earlier. He was, wasn't he?
He was on earlier. Yeah, he was talking his shit earlier. I had to get him.
Mate, when Cooper kicked that goal, mate, you should have seen him. Oh boy, yes, it was. It was on for young and old, mate. Telling the Essendon fans to, go back on their, go back to where they come from and get some jabs into them and your dirty, rotten drug cheats, which was fantastic to hear, Terry. But no, I think at half time, what I was impressed with was I thought, you know what, we've just settled. We've just tightened up defensively and, very, 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 very happy. Very happy.
You spoke last week on the jumper punch. Thank you to Dynamic Hypnotic, who says he dead set teared up when Cripper slotted that goal. You mentioned on the jumper punch that good teams mitigate the damage, and I thought that's what we did in the first half.
Yeah, I think it was more of a case of we had a lot of loose, like they had a lot of loose ball gets, inside the 450 as well. Like blokes flying up and Tip and Woody kicking these cheap goals. But look, I think defensively we still need to tighten up, but fuck it. Fuck it.
It's true. Like if you don't enjoy the wins in the moment, you're not living. Like if you're not enjoying this today, okay, tomorrow you can get over it, and we've got to focus on the doggies. But if you're not happy today, you're never going to be happy.
Nah, mate, it's just it was just nice to, I think there's just it was a game where I wasn't looking at it and then thinking, oh yeah, it's this individual that's won it for us, it's this individual that's won it for us, it's him, and it was just a collective effort, and it's been singing for Matt Owies to get a gig, and geez, he took his goal well today, didn't he?
The moment for me was the mark. Because,
he got crunched. Yeah. Massive.
I think when I watched him play when he first got to the club, and my observations of him were like he can read the ball pretty well, but his physicality, he just doesn't have it yet. And I think he's added it to his game this year, the early part of the reserves competition, and obviously today. His physicality at the contest and his body work has improved a lot. So it's a credit to him. And I'll give whoever the assistant coach that's working with him, I'll give them credit because we love to cane them. He is someone that I'm looking at and I'm seeing, okay, there's been development.
Yeah, well, I think, what the concern was? It was that, he's coming to the side, whether or not he deserved his spot. I think he did because, Tigi talks about body of work, and that's what you need to have behind you to get a game. And he did that. He'd been kicking goals in reserves, but we've seen him, we've watched him for the whole preseason, and he's kicking goals. So, but what I like about him too is he's a small, but he's a good size. Like he's actually pretty strong. So, look, mate, how many were there? Nearly 60,000 there today. He's slotting set shots. That you've got to kick, but he dealt with the pressure really well. And Brownlow Walsh, you did say it. Fuck me.
I'm gonna go find the clip. He's next. Look, I don't want to get caught in this trap. I did it with Murphy. I did it with Cripps. I don't want to get caught in the trap, but just
this kid's different though.
17 kilometers today he ran.
Bullshit.
I just saw someone comment it, so I'm taking their word for it. But 17.1 kilometers he ran today.
I mean, but it's just his. What it is? It's just his willingness around the contest and his ability to find that little extra yard, that little extra pocket of space that he works into that sort of, his pursuers can't really get to. So, and it's a testimony to him, his hard work, mate. You put in the hard yards and it pays off, basically. So, what's he had? You look at his numbers, 33 touches, 21 kicks, 12 handballs, 13 contested touches, 8 score involvements, a goal, 6 marks, 8 clearances, 4 inside 50s. I mean, been going forever. And you know what I loved when Heppel got in and when he fucking get back into him. Fucking Heppel. But that's what I liked, a good old fashioned Donnybrook down near the Carlton cheer squad end, mate. I hate this team.
It was so good.
I can stand them, mate. I hate them. Just with all my heart, with all my passion, I wish nothing but misery upon that football club until I die.
Yeah. Can you imagine being in the cheer squad when that fight broke out? Oh my God.
Would have gone berserk, mate. Mars was going to have an aneurysm. I was as well, mate. Yeah, Rocco was there. It was the whole jumper punch crew was there, mate. It was like, mate, it was all. Yeah, it was like it was meant to be today. So, but you got to bring the hunger, mate. You got to bring the fight, and that these games mean a lot to us. And it was nice to see. It was nice to see that it meant a lot to them today as well. So, and mate, I love the good old fashioned Donnybrook down in the goal square, mate. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see. That's what it means to them. So
I'll pay the fines. We'll pay the fines as supporters. I don't care.
More memberships in Black Carrot, another $100, mate. Just put it towards the players' fines, I reckon. What did you make of Cunners? Fuck, he was good, wasn't he?
Mate, he's come into the side. In a funny way. I love Murph, but for me, Cunners is the Murph replacement.
I agree. Yeah.
And I'm all for it.
Yeah, he's just got to put it together now. He's just got to be consistent. That's the issue, isn't it?
Yeah, I think maybe with Murph and Williams in the team, his mentality goes to someone else will do it. Whereas today, it had to be him. It had to be him. So I hope that if the two of them, Williams will definitely come back at some point. Murphy, probably. I just hope his mentality stays the same as what it was today, in that when he goes to the contest, he sprints at it. I just thought his mentality was great today. I'm happy for him. Like, I don't want to be disappointed in any of these players. I want them to work. I thought he was brilliant. I really did.
Yeah, and mate, look, shout out to I was riled up about Ed Curnow at quarter time. He just did a few things, and I was just like, mate, what are we doing with this guy? Jesus, he just. But after quarter time, jeez, he was.
Yep.
And he just, you know what I liked about him now. I think, look, he's, those kicks around the corner that he does. It's a bit haphazard, but he had moments where he was just feeding the hands, and that's what brought other players with a better skill set into the game too. So. Look, onwards and upwards, mate. 16-point win. We on to the doggies next week. And, VFL was a good result today. So 2 from 2 for the day, mate. 2 from 2.
It's fantastic. We've got the VFL report. We got Jumper Punch. We got fucking videos coming left, right, and centre. It's going to be a massive week.
It is all coming up. So, yes, tune in. I should have a video up by tomorrow for the VFL report. So get onto that. And we'll be filming the Jumper Punch tomorrow morning, guys. So, like, subscribe, send in your Jumper Punch photos as well. Don't forget this little
get him in there, mate. Fucking get him in there, mate.
Get him in there. So, next week, probably ins and outs, I'd say TDK for Levi. I think TDK will come straight in. So
we will cover Levi probably on the show tomorrow, because I don't want to.
No. And we won't end on a bad note. So
we won't. Go to the Baggers, mate. Love it. Love him. Speaking of the Jumper Punch, let's get the man who is taking it somewhere else. Rocco.
Jesus Christ, mate. Listen, this deserves a Mitagina straight away tonight, mate. Look at this, mate. We're going to get the Mitagina in there.
I got the Yamazakura here from Japan. That's it, mate. Cheers to you, Rocco.
Mate, how good is that, man? So we all sit together. What an experience. First of all, you sit with Marcello and Paul. This is an experience in its own, mate. People should be paying money for this. I'm telling you. That they got me involved. They get the whole section involved into the game. It was absolutely amazing. There was abuse. There was almost thrown out. It was the best day. And then to come out and win, mate, I'm telling you, those drug cheats, they deserved everything they copped today. They were all leaving early. We were just hammering every person that was coming past, just giving it to them. Go home, you bunch of losers. Drug cheats. It was so good, man. My voice is gone. This is unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good.
It's honestly, we can't win every week, and I get it. It's all part of the process, but there is nothing better, in my opinion, than today. Like, it's the ultimate life experience.
This is what it's all about. We can analyze next week's game. But I don't even want to talk about it. It's about, when they say the footy players have 15 half an hour after the game, it's the same for us. It's walking out, everyone's screaming, and now coming on here and everyone's like buzzing and we're all buzzing, mate. This is what it's all about, man. We do all this just for this hour after the game, man. You feel like a winner, man. You're just smiling, walking around. It was so good, man. And there were, some of the players were pretty crappy, like our captain. For a little while there, you sent me a message too, man. That was we weren't happy at all.
But you know what? When he kicked the goal,
mate. Hey, during the first 3 quarters, I was taking $100,000 off his fucking salary every time he fucked up. Like, remember the one where he just scuffed it in the middle? Like, what happened there? The left foot.
Yeah.
Man, by the end, I was saying, just fucking take him for nothing, we don't want him, And then he kicked that goal, and we just all looked at each other. We go, he's fucking kicked it. I can't believe he's kicked it, man. And we just, mate, because we knew it was over. Right at that point, it was over, man. It was, and that's right. Look, he took his moment, didn't he? He took the moment. And then the last 10 minutes, there was a couple of tackles he broke, a couple of handballs, like he did a couple of things. And that's all we asked from him, man. They take their moments,
Yeah, it was good because he sort of came into the game once it was won, and like everyone else did the work sort of thing. He wasn't him today. He wasn't good in the first couple of quarters. I was watching him. I was staring at him. He just looked like he was just lacking energy. I know that it's been a big week. His hometown's been rocked by the cyclone. There's a lot going on. I get it.
Yeah, that's right.
But just some of the way he wasn't applying himself the way he does, like with desperation.
No.
He didn't come to have a war today. But to his credit,
not like Walsh, you know. Walsh,
not like Walsh.
But you're right, he didn't. But he took those moments, you know, and we've talked about him all. Parks, he's a young Bruce Dool, mate. Have a look at a picture of Bruce Dool when he was young, man. I'm telling you, I wish, but I'm telling you, he was so good. And Owies, man, like he just brought that energy, man, and he helped Eddie Betts, man. I reckon Eddie Betts' game was because of Owies helping out in the front there, you know, putting on the pressure and that. So yeah, there was so many. I can't wait to watch a replay again. It's gonna be so good,
mate.
Man.
Same. I can't wait for this week. No, just a week. It just sets up the week. You go to work, you talk to people, you get the coffee.
Better. Yeah, and I'm telling you, all of a sudden, like you said, man, yeah, you win next week, and then all of a sudden, you know, the doggies had a shocker. You know, they're shown that, you know, they can be held. If we can hold that pressure, man, like after that first quarter, which was bad, that first quarter was disgusting, you know.
Yeah.
Like there was no defensive, there was no pressure. They were just opening up so easy. They were just getting loose so easy. I mean, what the fuck's wrong with this team, you know? But look, they brought it back. And then what I was saying to all the Essendon supporters at halftime, I was going, with all that effort you done, you're only 2 points up. What a bunch of fucking bananas you are. You're a bunch of fucking losers, mate. Only 2 points. And it's true, man. We held them and then we took over, you know. And then they started lowering their eyes. They started hitting Harry a little bit. You know, all good, man. It's all fucking good, man. I'm buzzing, man. It's good. It's good to see everyone pumped now, man. All the smiles. It's so fucking good, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Well said. I look forward to Jumper Punch is going to be off the hook.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one, and there might be a special show coming up too that we've got some special guests. So we'll let you know that when that happens. Yeah, but we're going to tape tomorrow. Yeah, so everyone get on. I think it's going to be all the shows are this week. They're going to be special shows, aren't they? This week.
They sure are. The channel's going to be off.
They're going to be. It's going to be a big week of shows, man. Everyone's going to be pumped, man. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Go Blues! Go
Blues! On your own.
Well done, Blues.
See you, brother.
See you, man.
What a legend. Got to get Jad in here. Before I do, one sec, Jad. Peter V. Blue Bagger with the $5 super chat. Said he did the Greek Easter and then the G. Terminator Walsh, 3 votes. Cunners, 2. Ed, 1. Running captain's goal from Cripper. Waving the scarf with the Scum supporters. You beauty. Jad, what is going on, my man? Mr. Practicality, Mr. Reality, Mr. Drop the Senior Blokes. What's going on, brother?
Not today, mate. Not today. I'm not talking any positives today. Negatives, sorry there. That's for another time. Yeah, like fuck that shit. Mate, this fixture takes me to the dark side.
Yeah.
Like the fucking dark side. I'm still reeling back. I'm still coming back to reality from it. There's something about that club that just makes me want to, oh, mate, I can't even describe it to you. You feel the same way, mate. Like, oh, I'm still coming back from it, mate. Still coming back. Anyway, the positives. I'm just going to play a little word association with you, right?
Yeah.
Fogarty. Mwah! SPS, oh, Cunners, oh, Wiedering, oh, Sardi, oh, and a little mention of Dowie, who was a leader who was tearing him up till he got injured. I would have loved to see him run it out. But, mate, that was a win off the intangibles, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like we got belted in the stats, but you know what? How many games have we belted teams in the stats and we still lost?
Yeah. 100%.
Like, it means shit all, man. It means shit all. It's the intangibles, mate. Parksy, even Owies, riling them up after he kicked that goal. The little fight, McGovern with his jumper punches.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, it's how good was that? It's just, it's so good to see the passion. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I think you're spot on because the game is magical in that if you do enough of the intangibles, the game rewards you in a funny way. Like the ball bounces your way in random moments if you have done the hard work prior to it. Fair play to Essendon as well because they hunt. They put the pressure on, and as much as I hate them, they pressure the ball. We can learn something from how they pressure the ball carrier because they bring it.
Yeah, look, they do, but I do feel that that's a bit of the circumstances that both clubs are in. Like they're playing with no expectation, freedom. You know, they're playing young kids. They're allowing them to make mistakes. The one thing that we can learn from them is that pressure, definitely. But overall, the ground we're a better team. Our spine is better. You know, our spine is younger. It's better. Whatever. I don't care about their kids and all that shit. But yeah, fair play to them. But they're still shit. All right.
But fuck them. Don't get me wrong. Fuck them.
Fuck them. Like, and I want to point out, I think with the media, can you believe it? We lose, we get smashed. We win, it's not good enough, mate. Unbelievable.
So you know what we're gonna do?
We conceded 100 points.
So you know what we're going to do? We're going to fucking run our own media, mate. We don't need the fucking mainstream. We'll do it ourselves.
Broad nation. Yeah, habibi. Fucking blue and broad, baby. That's why we're here. That's why we need it. And special mention to Sadi, my Lebanese Habib, my brother. Every time they booed him, he shoved it up him. So and I think he put the Saad versus Hind thing to rest.
Yes.
Like, Saad is impact, all right? Big moments, goals, score involvements. Hind is accumulation. So I don't want to hear that fucking argument anymore, man. The captain, Cripper, yeah, as Paulie said, not his day, but it was his moment. And that goal, fuck, mate, I was pumped.
Yeah, bro.
I was pumped, man. And Cunningham, mate, the young talent is there. Just if he give them the responsibility and the opportunity, who knows what they can do.
Yeah, so, you know what? It's I just said it before. When you have Murphy Williams in the side, Cunningham maybe doesn't assert himself as much because someone else is there to do it. But it had to be Cunningham today. It had to be him. The responsibility was on him.
Yep, and that's what I like. You know, like. You call him Mr. Reality and all that shit. That's what I want. I want the responsibility put on them because, like, the safety net, like, I know myself how I operate. If there's no safety net there, I'm going to go fucking out and do it.
Yep.
You know, there's no procrastination, things like that. But, man, I'm pumped that I want to ask you as well. When you were there, I couldn't go, unfortunately, so I was just at a mate's. But Essendon and Carlton, do you get hotter, like physically hotter? Mate, I'm boiling. I'm
sweating now. It's 2 hours after the game, and I'm a wet dog.
Mate, so I'm like, I want to take this beanie off. My hair's flat. It's drenched. There's something about that atmosphere. Sunday Arvo versus the Bombers. The G is like a cauldron. It's like a fucking volcano.
You know, it was when we got there, like the sun was out and it was shining on us. And I don't mind the sun, but as soon as the sun went into the shade, and then I was very lucky with where I sat today. I was right in the middle on the wing, smack bang in the middle, level 1, like halfway up row X. And like the view of the MCG from where I was sitting was like, honestly, you just got to appreciate those moments in life. It was unbelievable.
Oh, mate, I know. And that's like a bit of, that's where the pride comes from. Like, our boys stood up in the heat.
Yeah.
Like, Carlton, Essendon, ladder positions don't matter, mate. Like, the heat is there. Just fucking get it. Oh, mate, I'm so pleased.
Yeah, love it.
Pleased.
Love it. Well, love seeing you happy, mate. That's what I love to see. A big one. I said I love seeing you happy. I love seeing everyone happy.
Yeah,
so,
that's it.
Hopefully it's the circuit breaker. There's a lot to work on. I don't think anyone is under any illusion that there's still plenty to work on. But today was a special game because it's a fucking rivalry, and the fans, mate, we carry the emotion. I said this during the week. The players will come and go. The fans will remain for generations. You know, it'll stay in our blood. So it was an important one today to make sure that we didn't go 2-5 because that would have Can you imagine fan cams if we lost today? Honestly.
No, it was looking bad, wasn't it? It was looking bad. 22 down. Oh.
It was. So anyway, I'm going to let you go. I've got a couple more, and then we're going to enjoy the rest of the evening. Might watch the replay.
Easy, brother. Enjoy.
All right, bro. Take care of yourself. Peace. Walk 4K today says, beating Essendon is so good. Love this channel and the community. Go Blues. Thank you very much. I've got Maddie, Adam, and Greg, and that'll do us for the end of the stream. So, Maddie, up you come. Hello, Maddie. What's going on?
Good. How good? Finally. All this time. Yeah, where we were sitting was like in front of the goals, basically directly behind the cheer squad, a few rows back.
Yep.
And where we were, we had Essendon supporters next to us, in front of us, and behind us.
Yeah.
And they like talking their shit.
Yeah, they do. They love, and then when it's time for them to cop their shit, they fucking go home. They leave.
Yeah. There were a ton of them. Soon as the fourth quarter started, they all just started leaving. Like, bye-bye.
Yeah, I was giving them these ones. I was doing these ones. I'm like, where you going? Where you going?
Me too, yeah.
Yeah.
There was one guy, like, behind us, and all day, just talking his shit going on. And it was, you knew that as soon, like, the fourth quarter started, and he started realizing, better shut up now. better be quiet now.
No, it's true.
But we had a ton of them every time started the ball, and just booing and screaming at them, shut up.
Yeah, it's great. It's so good to shut them up. It is. And that's part of the game and why it's so great, because you got banter back and forth. They're booing him all game, and I put an Instagram post up straight away afterwards. I'm like, tag a Bombers supporter and ask them to boo again. So I like talking my shit back as well. I love getting amongst it. But
I've never kind of gotten into it and abused other supporters the way I abused them today. Like,
that's good. That's good to hear.
Screaming at them.
Who is your 1, your 2, and your 3 before I let you go?
3. Weeders or Walsh.
Okay.
Someone else said you can't.
Yeah. All right. So you can give them the 3 and the 2, Weeders and Walsh, in any order. Okay. And your 1?
And I think I'd give the 2 to Owies. I thought it was really good. He needed that time in the reserves to build up, like physically, but he really got into it and showed he's pretty there for the replacement.
Mm-hmm.
And 1, Kerno, I guess. I thought he had a really good game. Really
like it.
shut them down. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I like the way you're thinking. It's good. I think it's going to be a week where no one's going to be wrong, because everyone, there's quite a few players that deserve a lot of credit today. So we're going to unpack it. We've got a lot to unpack this week, and look forward to next week. And unfortunately, it was a Sunday game as opposed to like a Friday or Saturday. So we've got to move on pretty quickly. But I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Thank you.
On you, Maddie. Speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Adam.
How's it going, Terry?
Mate, I'm fantastic, mate. What's going on?
It's going well. How good is it to beat them scummies, you know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's what a day. What a day. I could do this for forever.
I bet. It's just good. It's good to win. It's good to get one in the win column, you know?
Yeah.
First quarter wasn't looking so good, 40 points, and it's like, what the hell's going on here? You know, it's just oh God, it's gonna be one of those days, you know, and then pull it back and get the win. It's good.
Yeah. Where are you calling from?
Tucson, Arizona, in the United States.
From the United States. So you are a blue abroad. That is why this channel exists, because we are literally around the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are.
So what time is it now?
It is 3:15, 3:15 in the morning.
In the morning. Oh, you're an absolute fucking legend. That's unreal.
Yeah, mate, I'm buzzing. I'm happy to see Essendon win or Essendon lose. Excuse me. Happy to see Sod stick it up to him. You know, especially with that goal. Whew, man.
Oh my God. So, have you been to a game?
No, I have not.
Have you been to Melbourne?
No, I've never been to Australia.
Oh, dude. Wow. Okay. When the time happens, you need to let me know.
Yeah, I plan on being my trip to Mecca. You know.
Yes, absolutely. Maybe wait until we're in the finals because it's a fucking scene in Melbourne when Carlton play finals. I'll tell you now.
Oh, I bet. Man, it's just so good to be happy about Carlton.
Yeah. Tell me about it. So, who were the standouts for you? The way you watched the game?
I have to give my one to Luke Parks, especially laying the hammer on Tippa.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was just, stick one in. My number two, I'll give it to Owies. His third game ever for the club, and he kicks a hat trick of goals. What can you say? Can't ask for much better.
Yeah.
And then for my three, has to be Sam Walsh.
Yeah, has to be. He's unreal, isn't he?
Yeah, it was great. All around the ground, getting disposals. Didn't put a foot wrong.
Yeah, he does the right things, and he just goes about the right way. Plays with the spirit that's required. He's cleaned up his disposal. He's improved on it. We don't want to get too carried away with him, but we've got a very special one there, don't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Future captain, if you ask me.
Yeah. I wouldn't be opposed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it, mate. Well, what a pleasure to have you on. Thanks for joining all the way from the US, and we will chat soon. We've got to do your Carlton People episode very soon.
Alrighty, man. See you
all
soon.
Right, man. Take it easy. What a star. That's absolutely made my day, that. Last up, we've got Greg. Greg.
Hey, Terry. How are you?
Mate, I'm fantastic. How are you?
I love that we won the game. I love it. I'm like you and Tom and Rocco and everyone that we hate when we lose.
Yes.
But I'm not proud of how we went today.
Okay.
We did the job. We did the job.
Correct. Yes.
I think Cunningham was he was out of his skin. I think Doherty and Wiedering were brilliant in the back. I thought we made a lot of mistakes. I thought our kicks out of our back half, I thought were pretty ordinary.
Yep.
We didn't hit anyone. We were getting the ball out of the contest and just belting it. And
I noticed that.
And hoping something was going to happen.
Yeah, I noticed that particularly in the first quarter. It was a bang it on the boot as opposed to get a handball, get someone in space, and then kick it. It was very much so. I definitely noticed that. I think they cleaned it up a little bit in the second half, but I think it was your point is spot on what I was talking about earlier. In that we're all, don't get me wrong, we're happy, but I think everyone also knows.
I love it. I'm smiling.
Yeah. But there's layers. There's layers of we all understand that we've got to be better than what we were today next week because the Dogs
we're not going to beat the teams in the top 4 or 5 playing like we did today. No.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
You can't get it and just bang it and hope that someone's going to take a mark.
Yeah,
and I agree with you. We cleaned it up in the second half. I thought Cunningham was outstanding.
Yeah,
I thought he was one of our best. Walsh, well, every week you don't even have to start the game. You just give him give him 5 points, and then we're away. Like, the kid is an absolute freak. Ed Kerner, but I'll tell you who surprised me today, and I thought he did really, really good job, was McGovern. Until he got injured, I thought he went well. Like, I thought he did a good job. Eddie, I've been screaming for his head for 3 weeks. Get him back to VFL, and then he turns around and does what he does today. Like, he was good today.
Yeah, he was.
And so, yeah, we've just got to be cleaner with the football. Like,
if we can bottle up the physicality and the hardness and the emotion that we played with today, and we can bottle that with the skill execution that has to come at some point. Once it all clicks, I know we're repeating ourselves. Once it all clicks, it's going to be great. But you just see it, like, because we're very fortunate to be the club that we are with the big supporter base that we have, and like, we are an emotional club. Let's be honest, we are. That's just the nature of the footy club. When it does actually click one day, I don't know when it's going to be, but one day, it's just going to be an unbelievable point in life, really.
There will be a point that we beat someone by 15 goals.
Yeah.
It all just works, like, where it all goes together. But but at the moment, I don't know what's. We seem to struggle to keep the momentum going. Like, we look really good. We look good for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't look good for 7 minutes. Like,
I get you.
We go back into our shell, and I'm in Brisbane, and I went and watched them against at Gold Coast, and they didn't want to be there. It was like, and today, if you look back now, look back through your video, which you and Pom and Rocco do every week. Look back through the video. There's a point in time where there's a clearance where we lose the ruck. I think it's in the third quarter. Cripps looks at the ball and doesn't move. Has no intention of going to get the ball at all. Does not want to win the ball. And I've got my 2 boys beside me who are 10 and 11, who I coach in the game, and they said, "Dad, he didn't even try." I said, "No. I think it's in the third quarter."
Yep. There was actually quite a few moments like that in the game today. There was quite a few.
What's going on with him, Terry?
My honest feedback during the game today was, that's not him. He's not here today. Like, he didn't come to have a war today. And then straight away my head starts saying, is he leaving? Is he distracted? What's going on? The contract, what's going on back at home? That was my honest thought. But I want to talk about it tomorrow. I want to sleep on it. We'll do it probably on the show tomorrow and unpack it. It might be a theme, because it is a theme. He's the captain and he hasn't re-signed yet. We've been told that he's going to. They said it was a couple of weeks away, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I think, before the Collingwood game. So we'll sleep on it and we'll unpack it tomorrow. But definitely.
Do you know what I think, Terry?
What do you think, mate?
I think let him go. Fuck, if he doesn't want to do that, go.
Yeah.
My fear is we're going to lose Walsh.
Well, not with
he is an absolute fucking superstar. And
he's good.
And how long do you want to play for a club that can't win? Like, there's going to be teams throwing money at him like tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's going to get offered big dollars
Yeah.
And my fear is we're going to lose him.
Yeah.
And I think he's the best player in the comp.
I think I'm not disagreeing with that one bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bontempelli, who? Dusty, who?
Yeah, it's
Sam
true.
Walsh is the best player in the comp.
Yeah.
And we're going to lose him. We're going to lose him.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to lose him. You can't say we're going to lose him if we haven't lost him. Maybe you're scared we're going to lose him.
I think that's my fear. That's my fear.
Yeah. I think the club will be doing everything they can to keep him. And who would leave Carlton? It's too big of an opportunity to be here. And I think he's the kind of guy that will make it work here and be successful. But anyway, let's talk about it tomorrow. Greg, love you coming on and sharing your thoughts, mate. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the day, and we'll chat again throughout the week.
Cheers, Terry. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. All the best. That'll do us. Let's get out of here. Great session, great fan cams. Thank goodness that they weren't done after a loss. Matt Markoff, fantastic content as always. Pleasure meeting you last night. Yeah, I met Matt out last night. It was unbelievable. It was a great night, Matty. Thanks for having us at the house party. Yeah, guys, that's it. It was a good day today. The overall message is enjoy today. Like it's what it's all about. Honestly, today is what it's all about. Like whether you're with your friends, your family, watching it at the ground or at home, whatever the case may be, you got to enjoy these moments while you have them with the family members. Obviously, it's Easter as well. We're not going to get too carried away. Got a massive game next week against the Dogs. Oh my God, it's unbelievable what next week could do for us and build some momentum. But this is why we're here. That's why we love the club, because the fans will always be here. And fortunately for us, the players did their bit today and played with the same sense of spirit that the fans had for the game. So thought it was great. Thanks everybody for coming on and sharing your thoughts. Very different, which is fantastic. I love the difference in opinion. And always fucking remember, fuck Essendon. Don't you ever forget that. Review player ratings tomorrow morning. Blue Broad show tomorrow night. VFL review tomorrow with Paul Sebastiani. Jumper Punch Tuesday. And then we just go on again. So have a great night. Love you all. And go the Mighty Blues.